Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 8, Episode 10, The L Word. So, before we get into it, as always, I have to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe because we would greatly appreciate that. We've been growing slowly but surely. Slowly
Mm-hmm.
but surely, we getting there. So
Hey,
we need y'all to
look,
subscribe to the
slow
channel.
and steady wins the race.
And that's what I keep telling myself because it irritates me. We're not even going to talk about it. But
Hey, we still on the road to 500.
we are
We
on the
just been on the
road.
road.
We will be there, okay? Anyway,
We
so, um, I already said that. What did we think of the episode?
This was a good episode. I'm not gonna say unnecessary because it was necessary for the message. It was just kind of like, why are we doing a top three? Why do we why
Why are
did
we going to a top two?
yeah, like why are we
But
going
at
to a
the
top
end when
two?
she said that Jessica was going into the fame game, and I'm like, they want as many queens as possible in that fame game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it just dawned in. I'm like, okay, that makes sense why they're doing a top two.
Too.
But I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be so weird watching that final episode with just them two. Now, granted, we're gonna see who wins the fame game and all that other stuff too, but the main focus is just gonna be Jimbo and Candy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just I don't know. We'll have to watch and see.
Yep.
There's a first
I
time
can't
for
wait to see
everything.
how this turns out.
I can't. This is the first time for everything, honey. So we will
I need to get some
definitely.
opera glasses. Let me see what them look like on.
I know, right? See how much they are on the line. But anyway, let's get into it. Bada boom. So we start off after Alexis was eliminated. They come in, they read her message, they sit down. Uh, Jessica decides to do a what you call it, a physical on Jimbo, and Jimbo explains her reasoning for picking Alexis. And
Mm-hmm.
she says she just really went off of the track record and the fact that she got the worst critiques. So they open the box and we find out that everyone chose Alexis except for Alexis, who chose Jessica.
Yes.
So Candy basically said she went against her little fake alliance that she had with her because she told Lala she was going to save her and she didn't. And I was like,
And
I'm like, baby, I would have did too. Now, granted, that means she wouldn't have been here, but at the same time, she's like, that's just fake to me.
mm-hmm.
So we chose Alexis.
Yes.
We chose Alexis. It's what it is. What it is, honey.
And to east will
Remember, it's
see
just a TV show, y'all. Please
no
stop
hate,
sending hate to
no
Candy.
shade.
Y'all stop. It's not cute
No.
at all.
We
So,
got enough going on. We hate
baby,
each other enough. Can we
we
just
got
get
people
over
coming
it?
after our rights. Can we not fight each other?
Exactly. It's gonna get to the point where black folks ain't gonna have no rights, and then that can't happen. I Clarence Thomas,
But we're not going to talk
sir.
about him. So we're back in the workroom. They coming in, they're chatting, and
Where did they get glitter from?
I truly feel like they thought this was like it. Like this
Right.
had to be in like the top three. I know that there's 12 episodes, but like there was no way I would have thought a three would have turned into two.
That part.
Like I'm like this has to be it. Maybe they cut the episodes and didn't just tell us. They didn't tell us
Hmm.
because you know things change last minute. So maybe it was 12. Now it's 10.
Hmm.
I would have been pissed when RuPaul walked in talking about we got another challenge. What do you mean?
What you
This
mean?
is top three. I'm done.
Look at all that room.
I know, right? So they come over here, they get Rue's message. RuPaul walks into the workroom, and we have a mini challenge where they basically have to design their
Yes,
own
look at
Jean Paul
all.
Gucci. Hey, honey, they got
John Paul
money.
Gaultier.
Money.
Money, honey.
A sponsorship from them?
Hey.
Like, come on. So they have to decorate themselves up, and their chest is supposed to be like the bottle or whatnot. So we go
Hmm.
through. I thought this was a cute little mini challenge, especially since we haven't had any.
Exactly.
I think we had what one prior to this.
Maybe.
Maybe. I can't even remember.
Mm-hmm. Juicy.
But yeah, I thought this was really fun. We find out that Jessica Wilde won, and she won $5,000. Woo, 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 woo. So, RuPaul then announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is the Makeover Challenge. And we're going to be making over our sisters, our lesbians. And we are joined by Amanda Faye, Angie, and Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I love all three of them.
Yes, they were great.
They were great. They were so much fun. Angie, Lisa, and Amanda Faye really, really
Look,
just.
Angie could get it. I'm just saying.
Angie was my favorite.
Angie was my favorite.
Angie was my favorite. So,
like, I had no problems with Amanda. Was that her name? Yeah, Amanda.
my issue with Amanda was when Jimbo was trying to put her in the makeover, and she's like, "Oh no, oh no."
Yeah,
Baby, she would have been mad at me because, baby, you finna put on this clown. You finna put all
there
this
was
clown
like
on.
a lot of self-sabotage there because it was just like, oh, that's not gonna fit. Oh, that's not gonna fit. Oh, that's not gonna fit. Baby, do you not see how big these men are?
I'm finna say Jimbo would have made it work. And if I was Jimbo, I really would have pushed for the clown aesthetic to come through.
Right.
But we find out that they are picking their partners by this pink furry box here instead of just having Jessica pick it because she won the mini challenge. I thought that was weird. But hey, so Amanda reached in there. She got Jimbo.
I think they just wanted the joke. The pink furry
box. Oh, I knew it. I knew. Angie ended up with Candy. And then Lisa ended up with Jessica Wilde. So, it is now.
Do you like these groupings?
I do.
Or would you have changed anybody?
Actually, I think they got the person they were meant to get. Me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the pairings. I really enjoyed the open conversations they had about the lesbian community in the workroom. I'm not going to repeat those words on here.
No.
But I enjoyed the open conversation. I don't know, Jimbo was just kind of for me. But everybody else, it felt like, we're having this conversation.
This was the first time that in the whole season they made Jimbo look really bad.
Yeah. It was just, okay. But yeah, always love have these open conversations. And I knew, but I forgot that Candy's mother was a lesbian. I forgot that. Because she mentioned it on season 13. I remember that. Yeah. But I forgot until now. So, it was just a nice open conversation.
She was like, my mother's a butch queen.
So, now it's time to get to the runway. And RuPaul, what the hell do you have on?
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
Baby, I was confusion.
Sisters.
I did not like this, Ru, at all.
No, it looks like a bed sheet.
I understand you trying new things, RuPaul, but
number one, I think it's a silhouette we've seen before. I think she had the same outfit just in silver. I'm not big on Ru in a caftan. It looks like a bed sheet. It looks like she jumped out of bed and
wrapped herself in her sheets.
Wrapped herself in her sheets, put a big old bow on it, and said, "I'm done. Just beat my face, please."
Yep. But we're joined this week by Michelle Visage, Carson Kressley, and Zoe Deschanel. It's good to see Zoe, honey. Ever since New Girl
been like
ended,
a good 10 years.
Yeah, ever since New Girl ended, I haven't really seen her in anything.
She said, "I'm going to be a mother."
I need to finish New Girl because New Girl was my.
I'm a mother.
I need to finish that.
That's something we need to talk about too.
Who? That bitch.
Kiki Palmer.
Anyway, anybody want to talk about that man, bitch? That Mitch. Anyway,
Kiki
category.
Palmer?
No.
Oh, her baby
Mitch.
daddy.
The man, bitch.
Oh, her baby daddy here.
Anyway, so the category is drag family resemblance. Up first, we have Jessica and Kitty Wilde.
Kitty Wilde.
What did you think of this makeover here?
Um, I'm glad Jessica found her comfortable shoes.
Yeah, but at the same time, I agree with the judges. They're so distracting because they're so different. I
Right,
wish Jessica would have just found a shoe that's similar to what Kitty has on.
right,
Cause I get it. We gotta make them comfortable. Fully understand that.
right. And either that or went with their other suggestion, which was get a stocking, put a hole in the
Yeah.
bottom, cover the other shoe.
Yeah. They look like sisters. I enjoy that. I'm
Yeah,
glad
they
they
look
weren't
like
too mad.
cousins.
Huh?
I said they look like cousins.
They look like sisters. I'm glad they weren't matchy matchy because sometimes with some makeovers, when they're too matchy, I'm like, come on.
Right.
But
That
this,
takes
I love
away
that they're just
from the
wearing the same
sisterhood.
silhouette. So I'm like, okay, I can get jiggy
Yeah.
with this. I can get jiggy with this.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we have Jimbo and Sissy Delicious.
Sissy delicious.
Mm, I didn't care for this. The
No.
hair and makeup looks great on both of them.
Right.
I
This was Jimbo making concessions.
Yeah, I didn't particularly care for either one of the looks. If I was Jimbo, I think I would have, tried to persuade her a little bit harder to go with my clown
Mm-hmm.
aesthetic.
I think Jimbo went about the persuasion all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jimbo was just like, here, we're going to put this on. And she's just like, this is making me uncomfortable.
And didn't it look like what Jimbo walked into the workroom of Canada's Drag Race in? That shoulder piece that she put on her.
It was.
I'm like, are we? I thought she was gonna be recreating her entrance look from Canada's Drag Race. I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna be so smart. I want to
She
see it.
was.
Like it would have been so cute. But
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, I felt like you said, if she would have just adjusted the clown aesthetic, it could have worked.
Right.
But she was
Because
in her head like, if I can't have it this way, then I don't want it.
yeah, because I think it was just like, and because the way she was trying to get to know her was really abrasive. It was just like, yeah, so what about this? Okay, well, what about
Oh no
that?
no no! For me, I felt like that was her making a dig at the producers because you know how they try to force conversations. So she's
Mm-hmm.
like, "So what's your trauma?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I feel like that was her response to the judges. Like, you're making me have this unnecessary conversation, so I'm finna give you what you want. Tell me about your
Right.
trauma.
So it's your trauma.
Yeah, as soon as she said that, I'm like, get him,
Get
because
them. Get
I
them.
know.
But the thing about, you know, one, I think that the person she had could have been a little bit more flexible because I'm like, you're coming in willing to transform
Oh
into a
yeah, if
drag
I were to
queen.
ever sign up to be a makeover on Drag Race, I would do whatever they
Right.
wanted me to.
Exactly.
You want
And the
me
point
on the
is to take
trapeze, honey?
you
Let's do it.
and the point is to take you out of your comfort zone. So you're sitting here like, oh, this makes me uncomfortable. Oh, well, I'm not really comfortable doing that. You bring the show down. And like she looks fabulous,
Oh
but I
yeah.
think she brought her energy brought the show down. And it brought Jimbo down. Not necessarily like I think Jimbo could have done better. If she'd have had somebody else, Jimbo could have done probably did better.
Honestly, I don't think it brought the show down. I think it just brought
Mm-hmm.
that moment down. Because right after they
Yeah,
bounced right back. But like, it was just
right.
like a weird little like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay,
It was a good 5 minutes where it literally made Jimbo look like an asshole.
yeah, yeah. But excuse me. And then last but definitely not least, we have Candy and Cookie Muse.
Cookie Muse.
Baby, the face is everything.
Everything.
Candy
Because
did such a
Cookie,
great job on that
first of all,
face.
Angie in their normal form can get it. Cookie, it definitely can.
And it was really good. It was really exciting to see her embrace the femininity because she discussed that in the workroom how she always stayed away from it because people are like, "Oh, you look better that way," or blah blah.
She was afraid that people were gonna be like, "Oh,
Like when
you
she
look
said it,
better with
it
makeup."
triggered something in me because I've heard that same comment like, "Oh, you look
Right.
better this way." Shut up.
Exactly.
This is
because
not your
I get
body.
that a lot because, I look completely different over the summer than I do when I'm at school. And the thing is, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm at work and I'm uncomfortable at work in what I wear because I'm trying to make sure that I am work appropriate. I'm trying to make sure that my boobs aren't out. I'm trying to make sure that, if I have to run, that I can go and I can run after whoever is trying to do whatever they're trying to do because I deal with special needs children and some of them like to escape. So I'm like, that's the reason why I am there. And they're like, yeah, but you don't wear stuff like that. Like right now, I'm in my Little Mermaid fantasy.
And
But I'm
see,
like, that's because it's more comfortable for me to be at home wearing a dress, wearing shorts, wearing tighter clothes because I don't feel like I'm going to get felt up by a 9-year old.
yeah, and for me, it's just as I've gotten older, I have been more willing to dress and present myself the way that I see myself in my head. I've
Right.
always been so conditioned to look and dress a certain way, and I've
Mm-hmm.
been slowly reconditioning my brain to be like, no, if you want to wear that, you can.
Right.
Nobody's telling you no. Like, tell that voice to shut up.
Exactly.
Tell that voice to shut up. And it's just, I remember reading an article, and it always stuck with me because I am an adult trying to basically unlearn everything that I've learned because I created a person as a child for safety. And
Yes.
now that I'm an adult and I don't need that anymore, I'm trying to figure out who I am now and not
Exactly.
that person I created
Not that person I
so I could
created.
be safe. So
Exactly.
it's
Cause
just like, and that's one thing, like those shorts that I wore to DragCon day one, that was
mm-hmm.
like a big, I was completely uncomfortable in those. I
Right.
was. But I knew this was what I had in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was your vanilla mocha fantasy.
That was like I like because it was against everything that I've been taught, especially the pink. I was one of
Mm-hmm.
those who was raised to where boys can't wear pink. Why are you
Right.
wearing that? And it kills me. The person who told me boys shouldn't be wearing pink wears pink all the fucking time now. But had the
Hmm.
nerve to tell me and my siblings that boys don't wear pink.
I have a song in my head, but
Yeah, I know what song it is.
and I can't sing that
Yeah,
song.
and it hates. You know what I hate. Like I still have some of his old songs on my playlist, and they'll come on and like, oh, I don't like him, but I like when and I just
I'm
be sitting there,
right.
and I'll be
What
sitting there,
you
and I'll be
said
like, oh,
about
I hate that
so
I
I
hate that I'm
just
bopping
don't
along. I
like it.
hate it, and the song will be over, and I'll be like, damn, that's a great song. It's a
Because they
great
still
song.
that person still pops up on my TikTok. I'm still like I still subscribe to their channel.
I'm not.
I still on their
I don't
TikTok.
think I ever subscribed to their. I never followed them on TikTok, but I am no longer subscribed to their YouTube.
Well, I might be. I don't know because apparently there's a lot of people I have to go through
Oh yeah, I need to
and
go through and
and
clean mine out again. I do about once every year or two.
and
But yeah,
get off of theirs because
but
I don't
yeah,
know if they're ever going to post again in
I've been
life.
slowly shedding those layers of that person I created. So like
Mm-hmm.
I've been buying some things that I'm like, oh, this is a little out there, but this is me. It's just now I got to get comfortable being me.
With right because like with me, I think a lot of it is I'm bringing what I had from how I had to dress out there, which was for safety reasons, present myself, make myself presentable, but also as unattractive as possible for safety reasons. And then I'm out here and I'm like, well, okay, I have to dress this type of way, not for safety reasons, but because now I have to make sure that I can run after this kid or run after that kid or make sure that this child who knows better but doesn't know better is not going to accidentally molest me and make me feel uncomfortable, because I would love to wear dresses all the time, which is so funny considering I had to wear them from preschool to 12th grade, and then I was just like, nope, I'm wearing pants from now on. But I don't know, like the way I dress over the summer, I'm is when I'm happiest with my body, and then I hate myself for 10 months out of the year.
And I wish there's a way you could find like a happy medium with work, but I know with where you work, it's kind of hard.
Exactly. Like I can't be comfortable. But I think my aesthetic this year might end up being rompers.
Okay, okay, come on, rompers.
So that means a lot of like Shein purchases, because for some reason like rompers are a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Rompers might be that happy medium where I'm still, I can be dressed up
Mm-hmm.
but still be flexible enough to be like, oh, this child's running out
Yeah,
the door. Let
just
me
yeah, just in
go.
case you got a woo 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 woo, you know,
Yeah.
break it for the door.
I
Yeah.
can still run around and slide down the slide and play with them when
Now I don't
necessary.
think I
But
would ever be fully comfortable to dress the way I want to at work.
mm-hmm.
There's too much toxic masculinity there, and I don't feel like arguing all the time.
Yeah, and I completely understand that.
I'm one of
I
those. I'm
think
not. I don't argue. Honestly,
right,
I fully believe like I am not put on this earth to educate anyone else. If you're ignorant, I'm just blocking you, or I'm not talking to you anymore. I don't have time
right.
for it. Because it's
I'm just
2023.
gonna ignore
If you're
you.
choosing to be this ignorant on whatever the situation is, that's you.
Mm-hmm.
Live in your ugly little bubble. I'm not. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone. Go away.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, let's get these looks all together. And who had your favorite look?
Candy.
I agree, Candy. After they went through the
Candy and cookies.
critiques, they got to do a cute little lip sync to a little
Mm-hmm.
mashup of RuPaul's songs.
Oh my God. Candy killed this.
She did. Also, Jessica and Kitty also did really good.
They did too. I don't know what in the world. Jimbo's never won a lip sync except for the one she somehow won last week.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought this was cute. So once I get through these screenshots here, don't want to go too fast. They might say I'm trying to steal something.
You're trying to show the whole episode.
But yeah,
Candy shoes are fucking.
but once it's done, we find out that Candy Muse is the winner of this week's challenge. Do
But
we
that was
agree?
just obvious.
Yeah, yeah. Like Jessica was a second, but like not a close second. You know what I'm saying? Like she did good,
Mm-hmm.
but like it was clear Candy was the winner.
Exactly.
So RuPaul announced
Now, if
Candy is the winner.
Candy can wear heels, why can't I wear heels? I be blaming it on me being fat, but I don't think it's me being fat. I think it's my ankles.
Maybe, but then drag queens they're constantly in heels. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
so
But
maybe you just need to build that tolerance up again. I know you were for the wedding, but I would have just kept going afterwards.
and I didn't even wear heels for the wedding. I wore flats.
And you did all that.
Well, the reason why I wore the flats was because of what I wore was like a tiny itty bitty like kitten heel wedge. And then what ended up happening was I, I don't at some point in time I stopped heel training. And I have come to realize that I I need like a deep tissue massage.
Ooh. Like I always
Like
thought about getting a
that's
deep
what it
tissue,
was.
but
I
after
was
watching that
watching.
Trikai video of them
That's
getting
what
deep
happened. I
tissue,
was watching the Try
I'm like,
Guy
oh, that looked
video,
like that hurt. I don't
and
want
I
one
was
no
just, and
more.
I was like, because I think that's where a lot of my residual pain comes from, is because all of my muscles, all of my calf muscle, my foot is relaxed right now, but my calf muscle still feels like it's flexing. And every time I put heels on, I feel like my foot is flexing, like my calf is flexing, because that's what ends up hurting. It's not my foot that hurts, it's my calf that hurts. And I'm like, I have really strong calves. I walk around all day long.
I visit my calves are
So
pretty strong.
so I'm not understanding why I can't wear heels. I could, and it doesn't matter what kind of heel it is. It could be a block heel, it could be a stiletto. I can't wear it. And I'm like, this is unreal to me because once upon a time, all I wore were heels.
It could be also a mental thing. You know, you could be in your mind like, oh, I can't do this. So when you do it and you fail that first time, you're like, I'm over it.
Because, but see, like, the thing is like, I didn't stop wearing heels until I moved here
Mm-hmm.
because when I got to the place you live, there's nowhere to wear heels. Like, I can't take a walk in the heels because there's no sidewalk. And everywhere else, there's just dirt or rocks. So I'm like, oh, well, there's no point in getting high heels anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I think if I get like a deep tissue massage, a lot of the aches and pains that I have will go away.
Mm-hmm.
I have a massage scheduled for Monday.
Okay, look at you. All right, so we have our queens here. They're doing their votes. Obviously, Jessica voted for Jimbo, and Jimbo voted for
Exactly.
Jessica.
And I was just like, what was the point of that?
Like, I
Why
get
did
it. You want to be in the top two. It was like, we'll get to it. But anyway, congratulations, Roxy St. James. You've won the final challenge. You've made it to the top two of
Ooh,
this
Lord,
season.
that look, hell must be like freezing.
So you see Jessica's lipstick and you see Jimbo's lipstick.
Uh-huh.
Whose lipstick are you choosing?
I'm choosing Jimbo.
Yeah.
Unless I have an alliance with Jimbo, I'm getting rid of
But here's
fucking
the thing,
Jimbo.
even if I had an alliance with Jimbo at this point, I would have picked Jimbo. Like, looking
Exactly.
at
Like
my
you.
track record, it's like say if you had the same track record as Candy and then looking at Jessica's,
Uh-huh.
I can beat Jessica.
Exactly.
I can't beat Jimbo.
No. Because
There's two reasons
because
I
if they were just going off of, oh, we're just gonna go off of your lip sync right now, then I know I could beat the bricks off of Jimbo.
but here's the
But
thing. There's two reasons why I think Candy made her decision. The
mm-hmm.
first one is because Heidi called her out.
Right.
Because I believe Candy said what she said, talking about getting rid of Jimbo.
Right.
But Heidi called her out, so now she has to prove that she's not a liar.
Right.
And then the second thing is, I bet she was thinking long term. She knows
Mm.
Jimbo's fans. She
Yes.
knows how extra they can be.
Mm-hmm.
So just to save herself from
From
later,
the grief.
because
Not that it did,
I
because
guarantee you, if she would have picked Jimbo right here, oh, hell would have went down on Candy Muse.
pandemonium.
Everyone would have lost their shit. Not me.
Ever
Not
loving
me.
mine.
But guess what? I wouldn't care. They would have to lose their shit on me because, baby, Jimbo,
Okay, because look, Jimbo,
to the
uh,
house you go. But anyway,
Jimbo.
it's time for a lip sync battle royale. And we find out that this week's lip sync assassin, this actually made me really happy.
It did.
Priyanka, the winner of Canada's Drag Race Season 1. She finally got to meet RuPaul. I was so happy for her. She
Yes.
finally got to meet RuPaul.
I mean, by the time she met us, she'd already met Drew
I
Paul.
know, like, and I even made a comment about her, like, you're here, go find RuPaul. And she's like, I've been on the hunt for her. I didn't get a chance to talk to her when we did the ribbon cut. And I'm like, the whole time she's already met RuPaul.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a genuine surprise. Because
Yes.
when
She
Pangina
looked
came in,
good.
I'm like, okay, it makes sense because Rue judged that season. So Rue knew Pangina. But like, this is the first queen to come from a season where Rue didn't judge. To be a
Right.
lip sync assassin, let me say that.
Right.
And I was just so happy to see Priyanka. And then I turn on the Roscoe's viewing party, which I need to finish watching, and she
Hmm.
wore it last night at the viewing party. This outfit here, I'm like, for those who didn't watch the episode prior to that viewing party, you just walked in and be like, hey.
Right.
I
What's
would have looked at
up?
her as soon as she popped up. I would have looked at really pretty.
Yeah.
You gonna roll
I
up in
did
here in
it.
this outfit?
I did it. I did it.
uh, but yes, the lip sync song this week is "Jumpin' Jumpin'" by Destiny's Child.
Yes. So
Ladies,
you
leave
say
your
you got a
man at
girl.
home.
Look,
So,
and Kiki Palmer said, I'm gonna leave him at home.
what do you think of this lip sync?
Uh, uh, Pretty was killing it. And Candy, I don't know what Candy was not doing.
I'm finna say I thought this was pretty even. I thought it could have went either way, me personally.
No, I think Candy was like, maybe I won't have to do anything.
Oh, honey, if I was in Candy's position, I knew, regardless if I win or lose this lip sync, I'm making the
Hmm.
decision. And baby, this is RuPaul's song, honey. She was feeling it. She was like, ladies, leave your man at home. I'm like, Ru wanted to
Look,
get on the stage there for a
because
second.
the thing was like Pre was giving what needed to be given for this song.
Mm.
And then Candy was over there just and I'm like, it's not a sexy song. Girl, get down. No.
And see, I completely disagree with you. I feel like her approach is different, and I like it because, of course, everybody's gonna be jumping, jumping, but now she's approaching it at a more sexy way, and I lived for it. Like I said, I really thought, me personally, I thought it was gonna be a tie. They
Mm-hmm.
were gonna have pre-reveal first and be like, "Oh, I have both lip syncs, both lipsticks." So no, they couldn't do a tie because if she would have pulled both lipsticks, then there would only been one person standing.
Yep.
Now that I said that out loud, but
Candy
yeah,
would have won by default.
by default. So
By
like,
default.
if we had to choose one, I agree Priyanka won, but
Yes.
Candy did a great job as well.
Yes.
So I'm going to skip through a little bit more here because the ladies left their mans at home. All right. And then
The club was
RuPaul
full of
made the
ballers and their pockets was full grown.
mm-hmm. And RuPaul announced that Priyanka was the winner of the lip sync. So
Yes.
Candy, they made her walk to the back of the stage. I'm like, why are you going back there?
That
Like
part.
we know you're going to come back up here in a minute anyway.
Right.
So the $10,000 actually went to the Fame Game prize.
And I like that.
So it went from 50 to 60. Honestly, I'm gonna say this: they should have been doing this the whole season.
That part.
Like if you didn't win the lip sync, it goes to the Fame Game.
That part.
But hey, so Priyanka reveals,
Next season.
yeah, Priyanka reveals that obviously they voted for each other,
It
and I
was a
like where
place
RuPaul was
for
like, "Well, who would have thought it?" And Pri was like, "Yeah."
Priyanka played into it. Were we supposed to know that beforehand?
If they do another all winner season, she better call Priyanka now.
You better
She
call
better
Priyanka.
call her. She knows her, okay? So that means Candy had to come up and reveal who she voted for. And she decided to send home Jessica Wilde. Our poor Jessica.
Jessica.
Our poor Jessica.
Jessica White.
And it's just like, she did such an amazing job this season.
She did. She
Like, if
did.
she ever decides to do, like,
Look, color me impressed because I was like, she was such an early season queen too.
like, if she ever decides to do, like, a versus the world, oh, she will eat them up. Now, wait a little bit. Don't come back as fast as Raja and Silky did. But if she waits a few years and come back and do a versus the world, oh, it's going to be over for that cast. It's going to be over. But next week, I thought we were just going to go into a reunion, but no. All the queens are back, and we're going to be doing a variety show. My thing is, why didn't we just do this as the first episode? But hey,
Mm,
they're really trying to do this whole fame game thing. Cool. Cool.
right.
And I got a few screenshots from the talent show they're doing. It looks like it's gonna be a good time, honey.
Okay.
It looks like it's gonna be a good time.
Good
And I'm
time.
excited for it. But honey, let's go ahead and wrap things up here. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Christian McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all soon. Bye.